Hello and welcome to the Period 6 Spooky Suspense Showcase. I'm your host, Tess Lozar, Athena, and this is my co-host, Matt Feitt.
I'm Jesse, yo!
Today we'll be viewing our class period's creepy short films.
These films have been written and shot by our very talented Period 6 broadcasting students.
For this project, the PTHS Media Broadcasting students were assigned to create either 3 separate scenes, each with an element of suspense, or a story involving all of these techniques combined: creative camera angles, long shots, and building tension through editing.
First off, we've got our creative camera angles. These high or low shots are used to create anxiety within the viewers, to therefore heighten the suspense in the video.
We do not see the world from these extreme angles, so seeing someone from that view makes you feel like something is going horribly wrong. Our first project has some great examples of this. Let's take a look at Killer Clown. Wow, those camera angles are very unique.
We're now joined by one of the creators of Killer Clown, Skyler Gaudio. Skyler, would you please explain some of your different camera angles?
Yeah, so in Killer Clown Strikes Back 2016-2022 remix, we used close-ups, long shots, and voyeur shots. One of the voyeur shots we used was the one where it's filming behind the box and you could hear the clown breathing in next to you, and it's looking at me as I walk down the path. And then another one was the camera was behind me and I was walking, and then it pans over to the clown and then back to me.
Now, you talked about using a voyeur shot. Can you explain what that is?
Yes, so a voyeur shot is a shot that mimics a real person's movements. So an example would be if it's panning and it's like the person's eyes are watching you.
Thank you, Skyler. That was one of my favorites, ours being number 1. Now we will view another project that showcased interesting shots, Cause of Death by Sean Marshall and Jorja Kresinski.
Wow, those camera angles were extremely unsettling, especially the shot with the ball in the foreground.
We're now joined by one of the creators of Cause of Death, Jorja.
So, Jorja, what was your favorite part of shooting?
My favorite part of shooting was definitely the long shot because a long shot is really interesting. You have to make sure the shot is long in time as well as distance. So I made sure the shot was at least 10 to 15 seconds long, and then I made sure there was a distinctive foreground and background, which in this case was the sphere and my dad.
Very good. Well, it turned out amazing.
All three of those suspense were hit perfectly. Thanks for joining us. Tess, all these spooky projects are making me feel like we're being watched.
Well, we are currently on TV, Matt. Our next project will definitely not help with your anxiety, because now we're taking a look at Watcher in the Window, a project that combines all three elements of suspense into one very creepy film.
That ending really freaked me out. Just about had me on the edge of my seat.
This ending utilized another aspect of suspense, building tension through editing. This technique uses approaches such as flashing quickly between the clips or applying certain filters over the video.
Our next clip displays this technique, and not to brag, it does very well. This project is by yours truly. Here is Bloody Freddy.
Okay. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. See, he didn't even do anything. Let me out. I'm serious. What is that? I might be a little biased, but that ending was so creepy. That actress was amazing too. Matt, now, how did you use audio for the ending of that project?
Well, I used a technique called keyframing, where I brought the levels up and down to make it louder and more suspenseful moments. Right at the end, it usually went right up. Now, Tess, what's your experience filming this as an actor?
Well, I brought my entire family into this project. My sister, my mom, and my dad all got to act, maybe a little bit reluctantly. But it was nice to get to pull them into my broadcasting projects and show them the different elements of suspense that I will be using. So I had a very good time.
There you go.
But that's enough about us. Let's take a look at our next project, The Creepy Camera.
That one sent shivers down my spine.
Me too. It almost made me feel like I was right there. Their exclusive use of creative camera angles, such as the POV shot, completely submerged me in that project.
But no need to worry, right, Tess? Tess? Tess!
Oh, we present to you The Pumpkin by Lainey Falloon. How could small pumpkins like that be so scary?
Her great use of camera angles builds suspense that makes things small, like those pumpkins, incredibly spooky.
Looks like she proved us wrong. Another good example of creative camera angles is Cameron Levy's The Door. I love seeing our teachers and parents, like my dad, acting in these projects. They always give it their all.
Miss Frick really killed in that, and lovely crossing in that shot. That window was very unsettling.
This one, in my opinion, is the most suspenseful project out of the bunch. Last, but certainly not least, here is The Red Mask by Lainey Caruso.
I can see why that's your favorite, Tess. Amazing job, Lainey. I'd love to continue showing you guys the work of our talented students, but unfortunately we're coming to a close.
Thank you for joining us in our Suspense Showcase. Have a haunted Halloween.